Change is the very nature of our existence. We are put on this world to be of assistance. Like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, we must embrace change in order to amplify. Hello everyone, thank you so much for returning to my YouTube channel or coming to visit me for the first time. My name's Charlotte Snowball and it is a gift to have you here with me today. If you have been watching my videos for a while or you've watched a couple to the end, you will see that one of the quotes I always use is, "Remember to be the change that you wish to see in the world." This is a quote that means everything to me. I remember my grandpa saying it to me when I was very young, and it was something that always stuck with me, that no matter how small you are or who you are, you can always make a difference and you can always make an impact to make this world a better place. The Dalai Lama has a very famous quote that says, "If you think you are too small to make a difference, then try sleeping with a mosquito." Everybody always thinks, well, I want to do this, I want to make this change, but somebody else can do it, somebody else who has a bigger voice or a more powerful voice. But everything you do, every little thing you do makes such an impact in this world. The more you push and the more you believe in something and the more you persevere, the bigger the impact you can make and the better the world will become. So at this moment in time, the way that society and the world has become and the impact that humans are having on Mother Nature, something needs to change. We all need to change, and every change we have to realise starts from within us. And if we do our small part in this world and everybody does their little part, then there will be a bigger change, rather than just thinking, oh, somebody else will do it, I'll leave it to the next person. Because at the moment the world is in turmoil and it's up to us as human beings to prevent that and to look after our Mother Earth. So today I wanted to give you, I think, 5 or 6 tips on how you can be the change that you wish to see in the world right now. There are loads of ways, but these are mainly to look after the world, to help provide a better life for our children. So yeah, let's begin. So one of the things I'm really into at the moment, or have been for a while, is the fast fashion industry. I used to shop a lot. I used to buy a lot of throwaway clothes. That's what they are. Fast fashion is throwaway clothes. You buy clothes for cheap in order to throw them away next season when seasons change. This has a massive impact on our environment because there is so much waste going on in the world. Because you think, okay, I've got this t-shirt, it's made of something that isn't biodegradable, it's going to sit there for hundreds and hundreds of years and it's just going to build up and build up. But we continue to buy, we continue to add more waste to the world, and with fashion changing so rapidly and every season, we're really having an effect on the earth right now. Not only are we affecting the earth, we're also affecting human beings, because I don't know if you heard about Rana Plaza, but it was a massive industrial building where all these companies were having their clothes made really cheap and people were working in horrific working environments. It fell down one day and killed hundreds of people, and there is still not a massive change happening. Like, there are smaller companies coming up now who are paying their workers fairly, are giving them a good working environment, but it is still happening that sweatshops are still around in certain places because a company wants to make your clothes for cheap so that you wear it, it breaks, you throw it away, you get a new t-shirt from that same place. And it's all just this vicious cycle of we're really affecting the environment and we're also killing people. Basically, fashion is getting away with murder because these people are not working in fit environments and causing them harm, distress, and they're not getting paid fairly. They're getting paid so cheap. We wouldn't allow it in our country, so why would we allow it somewhere else, and then why would we fund it? So a good way to get out of this, there are so many companies that are doing good things, sustainable, eco-friendly, paying their workers fairly. In fact, I'm actually in the process of setting one up myself. It's called Thread with Care. I will link it below and you can come and check us out. Everything is handmade in the UK by us in good working environments, and it's just a fun little thing that we can give back. All the materials we're using are recycled. we may be taking things from a charity shop and turning it into something amazing. So it's recycling things that are already there. And another way you can shop is by going to a charity shop. Like, I got these 3 t-shirts, they were brand new from a charity shop, £17. And it's just giving something else a new life rather than just throwing it into waste. And also make sure that the clothes you are wearing until they are down to their last legs, rather than just wearing something once and being like, I'll never wear this again. So there are so many ways that you can think and your mentality can change on fast fashion, and there are so many companies. If you go over to my Instagram, which is at @_mindfuldrifter, I share a lot of companies that are also doing great things to change the world. Another way to be the change is to eat ethically. So I'm not saying go full vegan tomorrow, but work towards this. Not only is it better for the environment, less cruel, it's also better for your body, because at the moment they are making things in mass production and they are pumping these animals with steroids. They are then killing them brutally, and at the end it's something that you enjoy momentarily, but I can tell you for sure that getting a veggie burger or a vegan burger is just as delicious. So eat ethically, and even if it's just eating ethically 6 days a week and then on a Sunday you have a massive beef burger, or that's up to you, that's your choice, but try to add or try to eliminate meat from your diet as much as possible, because it's cruel the way that like farming's done now is just to make money. Everybody's in these things for money. And that's the problem with the world right now, is everybody is so greedy. Unfortunately, we've got to this point where it's a competition. People are just competing to make more money. So eat ethically. Stop producing so much waste. Plastic is one of the biggest strains on our environment at the moment, especially sea life and our oceans. It has been said that unless we take action, by 2050 there will be more plastic in our oceans than sea life. Only 9% of our plastic waste has ever actually been recycled, and 700 or so marine species have been found entangled in plastic. This obviously isn't great. There is a lot of harm that's being caused by plastic in our world, and it's difficult to get away from. Something I had to do the other day was buy one of these. I haven't done this for a very long time. I have a bottle, a metal bottle that I fill up all the time and just use that. But I was going to the airport, I forgot to empty that bottle and they confiscated it from me, so I had to buy one of these for the flight. Obviously I keep refilling this, but eventually I will throw it away. I know a lot of people are doing like the 30-day plastic-free challenges, but it's so hard. I've tried it. I've tried to eliminate completely plastic from my life. I've cut down massively just by thinking like, okay, those bananas, those are packaged in plastic, those are not packaged at all, but those are more expensive. But there is a bigger expense on the environment by buying the bananas that are packaged rather than just spending another 20p on the bananas that aren't. So you need to weigh up these costs, and at the end of the day it's spending a little bit more money that is so much more cost effective. Since the 5p plastic bag came into England, we have stopped using so many plastic bags, by 9 billion bags. Unfortunately, it's probably more of a mentality of people don't want to spend that money, but it's doing a world of good, and this is proof that we can actually make a change, that if we just put our minds to it and realise that these bags are going to be there for thousands of years and they're just going to contaminate our world, then we can realise that every small little thing we do, just by taking a tote bag or a reusable plastic bag for life or something, to our shops, and we stop spending 5p on each bag, then that is making a difference. How else? We can use a bamboo toothbrush instead of a plastic one. We can also use bars of soap shampoo for our hair rather than constantly buying new bottles of shampoo. This is something I've started doing and I love it. You can get them from Lush, so that's a great way too. There's just small little things that you can change in your everyday life that are gonna make a difference, and you can be the change. Clean up after yourself. There have been so many pictures going around the internet of like sunny days on the beach in England where after the beaches are just full of rubbish that people didn't pick up. So you take your little picnic bag to the beach, yet you don't think, okay, now that I'm done and my crisp packets are everywhere, I should just not clean them up, because that rubbish is going straight into the sea. The wind will blow it and contaminate our waters and kill our sea life, and it's just a massive tragedy. So just be a good person and pick up your rubbish. I'm sure your mum was always nagging you to clean up after yourselves, so do that outside as well as in your own home. You wouldn't leave plastic or rubbish or crisp packets on the floor in your home, so why are you doing it outside on the beach? It's just waiting for somebody else to pick it up, but that's not how your mentality should be. You should always clean up after yourselves. Don't be lazy, please and thank you. Amen. Another thing that isn't really to do with the environment, but that's just be kind. Just be a kind human being. Treat others the way you would want to be treated. Treat people with respect. Be nice to everybody. There's no need, like, even if you're having a bad day, I get it. Sometimes you just don't want to talk to anyone. You don't want to be disturbed. But don't be rude to somebody. I've always thought that the way somebody speaks to a waiter is the way that they actually are. They could be the kindest person to you because you're a higher up level than them. But the way that they're treating somebody at that moment that is below them is the type of person they are. So don't be the type of person that speaks to that waiter or waitress like shit. Just be a nice, genuine person and your world will change. And you'll be much happier. Like, have days where you do not say anything negative for like 24 hours. You don't even think negative. You don't say anything negative to somebody else. You don't bitch about anybody. You're just a genuine human, and you will start to feel so much more positive from within. So yeah, there are loads of ways. These are only 5 that I wanted to give today. I didn't want to make this video too long, but I think I've overspoken. Have a great day. Remember to be the change that you wish to see in the world, and start to make a small difference every single day, and pick up your rubbish after you.